Hey guys, how's it going? Looks like we got a little bit of a crash. People saying there's no sound. I'm aware there's no sound, guys. We were just getting started. I had to go get some agua. I had to go get some water. I did not expect to be live streaming right now, but guys, it looks like we're gonna have to. Bitcoin just did a little bit of a fall through the floor kind of deal here, and we need to catch up on this. How are you guys doing other than Bitcoin crashing? Let's wait for a few of you guys to join more, and we're gonna dive on into some technical analysis, see what caused this, see where we're gonna be going from here. I know a lot of you guys are freaking out, but I want to remind you guys, Bitcoin is, this happens to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to crash every once in a while. Bitcoin is going to fall every once in a while. There's nothing to be freaked out about here. The fundamentals are doing just as well as ever. Let's see, how's chat going? We're going on sound now. Yeah, I know, I had the sound off. Like I said, I was going to get some water. This is terrible. No reason for this. This is fantastic. Guys, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Let's see. I put more in this morning. Oh, no, guys. I'm sorry. Some of you guys, I'm sure, bought in. Guys, I've been gone for 3 days, and when I come back, of course, Bitcoin crashes. Guys, Bitcoin, you can't leave me alone. I can't leave you alone for like 2 or 3 minutes. Look at this. This is the minute chart, guys. Check this out. Looks like we're going lower even. Guys, make sure you're looking at your charts. If you're in a long position right now, I would be careful about that. It looks like Bitcoin may be about to go even lower. We're definitely seeing what looks like a bear flag forming. Bitcoin has just fallen off its edge here. We were trading up around $9,500 earlier on, around, let's see, $230. Over the last hour or so, Bitcoin has fallen all the way down to $8,600. We're looking at support at around $8,500 to $8,000. Specifically, those two levels are going to be important. We'll touch on those more, but I don't want to zoom out and get away from the minute chart right now as Bitcoin is definitely moving. Let me make sure you guys can see that. Chat may have been covering that up a little bit. No, it looks like we're fine. Speaking of chat, guys, let's see what you guys are saying. Close my shorts at 9.3. Unfortunate, guys. Dre says, there you go. How you doing, Dre? Good to see you, man. I'm enjoying it. Got me some points set. Yeah, fair enough. Bought ETH and Litecoin also. Bitcoin on sale. Guys, Bitcoin is very much on sale. You know how much Bitcoin I'm about to buy? A lot. Guys, every time Bitcoin falls, it's not an opportunity to get upset. It's not an opportunity to get sad. Guys, it's a sale. It's like walking into Walmart and saying that, hey, that television I've wanted for 3 months, 30% off, my dude. It doesn't matter that it's low. Buy more. You can make money whether Bitcoin goes up or Bitcoin goes down. Pretty much every exchange in cryptocurrency is going to allow you to short in some way, shape, or form. And if you short the market, then you're going to make money in the same way that you're longing the market. So there's no reason to be freaked out about this, guys. The long-term health of Bitcoin is still there. There's no reason to be upset. I've been saying for a couple of weeks now that there's a pretty good chance that Bitcoin falls down and we have to fill the gap and we have to go lower and that we have to have some kind of flush. Now that looks like what is happening, and I'm very happy to see this actually because Bitcoin has been threatening for a major bearish correction. We've been seeing Bitcoin trending down with no volatility for a long time. It's been threatening it for a while. Now it finally happened. Guys, this is a good thing. Bitcoin is having a return to volatility in exactly the same way that I said earlier in today's video that Bitcoin needs more volatility. It needs that to come back. Now it's coming back. Definitely a good thing, in fact. I don't think that there's anything unhealthy about this pullback. I do want to look at a couple of different indicators. Looks like Bitcoin is chilling out a little bit. The first thing I want to look at is, of course, the weekly 20 EMA because it looks like Bitcoin is a little bit below that right now. I do want you guys to realize that during the previous bear market, there were some times that Bitcoin would briefly go below the 20 EMA. I don't like seeing Bitcoin this low, but this doesn't mean anything yet. This is not closed. The weekly candlestick is several days from closing, and we still have a lot of potential for Bitcoin to rally even higher. One thing I do want to point out, though, is that on the daily chart and on the charts below that, we're seeing a major volume climax. As we can see, Bitcoin has been in a consolidation pattern here for the last several months, and we've seen volume continue to drop off. The volume is coming back. Bitcoin is breaking bearish. We are seeing a breakout, guys. That's huge, and like I said, I'm going to say it again because there's a lot of you guys who are just tuning in. This is a good thing. 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 Guys, the fundamentals on Bitcoin have never been better. There's no reason for the Bitcoin bear market to start again. There's no reason to be worried. Bitcoin is just having a correction. We've been threatening something like this for a long time. Now that it's happening, we can get it out of the way and we can keep marching forward or trading sideways for another 3 or 4 months. I've also talked about the possibility that Bitcoin needs to trade sideways for 3 or 4 months before it can actually kick off the bull market again. There's a big possibility that we need something like that to happen, and there's nothing really wrong with that. It just takes a little bit of patience. Someone said buy now. I very rarely buy Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin or trade Bitcoin even when it's in the middle of a major move like this. If you want my humble opinion, I would be very careful about buying Bitcoin right now because as I see it, this looks like a bear flag. And as you guys know, bear flags tend to break, well, bearish. And if we check out our chart here and we go over to BTC1 exclamation mark Bitcoin futures and we check on Bitcoin futures, we can see that we're getting down here and filling this gap. People have been saying that we've been needing to fill this gap for a long time. Guess what? $8,500 where we're testing right now, we're filling the gap. Everybody said we need to fill the gap. I said, you know, we're probably going to fill the gap. We might fill the gap and we don't need to fill the gap. Looks like we're filling the gap. For all of you who said that we needed to fill this gap over on CME futures, there you go. We filled the gap. We're done. We got that out of the way, guys. Supercars Hunter says, Supercars Hunter, I saw a Ferrari 458 out on, actually it was a 488 out on the Hoover Dam. You might be interested in that based on your name. Do you also think we're done? I don't think we're done. I don't see any reason to think we're done. No real reason to be worried about us being done. I assume you mean like a bear market coming. There's no indication that that's going to happen in my opinion. Guys, this might be bad. I want to clarify. I'm not just saying that Bitcoin is... There is a potential that this turns into something bad for the next couple of weeks, for the next couple of months. In fact, it's probably likely that this turns into a big downtrend or at least some kind of capitulation that drives Bitcoin quite a bit lower, maybe down to $8,000 or a little bit lower than that. That's not the point I'm making here. The point I'm making here is that getting freaked out about it is exactly the wrong thing to do. Anything that Bitcoin does other than low volatility is an opportunity. Whether the Bitcoin's rallying or Bitcoin's trading sideways or Bitcoin is mooning, there is normally some kind of trade that you can make that you can make there. Now, if Bitcoin's trading perfectly sideways, it's hard, but when Bitcoin's rallying, you can long it. When Bitcoin's shorting it, you can short it. When Bitcoin's falling, you can short it. There's ways to make money in this market no matter what you're doing. If Bitcoin does fall, and it falls way down here with low volatility, around $3,000 to $4,000, guess what? All it's doing is it's going into hibernation. I want to be clear, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if Bitcoin does do something potentially catastrophic or unfortunate like that, it's not the end of the world. It's an opportunity to buy more for your investing portfolio. Guys, think about it this way. Whenever the most amount of money in your investing portfolio over here, when you can make a lot of money in your investing portfolio, normally your trading portfolio, there's less money that you can make over here. And the reason for that is because Bitcoin is farther lower when you're making more money with your investing portfolio. The lower the price is on Bitcoin, the more money you're probably going to make in the long term with your investing portfolio because you're able to buy in at a cheaper price. On the other hand, when you look at your trading portfolio, you're normally going to make more money with your trading portfolio when Bitcoin is rallying, when Bitcoin is seeing a lot of volatility, whether that's to the upside or to the downside. So whether or not your investing portfolio or your trading portfolio is going to be more profitable, that really depends on what the market is doing. And guys, no matter what the market is doing, one of those is going to be relatively profitable. And also, guys, when there's nothing happening in the market, it's a good time to learn. There is a gray lining. There is a silver lining to everything. So just remember that. There's always something that you can be doing to maximize your time and maximize your profits. Let's go ahead and read chat a little bit here. Guys, by the way, if you're new to the live stream, if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We do daily cryptocurrency technical analysis, daily cryptocurrency news updates here on the channel. Wouldn't want you to miss any of them. And if you do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Your name's going to pop up on screen, and we'll go ahead and give you a shout out. Let's see if anyone has done it yet that deserve a shout out. Let's check a couple things real quick. Guys, I have been in the editing dungeon for the last couple of weeks, for the last couple of days. I've spent over 10 hours editing 4.5 minutes of footage for this video on the Area 51 raid that's coming up. If you guys don't know, I went to Area 51, I got on national television and in national news, I got on the trending tab, my face is all over the internet right now, and so are our friends. And this video is turning out absolutely amazing. I can't show you the work in progress because it has a face reveal, and we have to do that all at once. But you know. Anyway, looks like we did just have someone subscribe to the channel. Alexa Sutik, I think I got that right. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Let's go ahead and zoom in here to the minute chart and see what's going on, if anything. I've got a sneaking suspicion that we're going to see a little bit more consolidation and maybe another bearish breakout here. Snoozin99 says, smash that like button. I like the way he thanks, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button if you're enjoying the live stream. Let's go ahead and keep reading chat. What about the weekly EMA? Let's go ahead and look at the weekly chart, guys. I already mentioned the 20 weekly exponential moving average. My chart looks nasty right now. Let's fix that. I already mentioned the 20 weekly exponential moving average, but as far as our other moving averages are concerned, one of them that's really important is the 100 weekly simple moving average. That's one that Bitcoin tends to get above during its bull markets, and it stays above it, and then it falls above it. It falls below it during the beginning of the next bear market. We're still above that. We're still above a lot of important moving averages, guys. Just because Bitcoin's correcting here doesn't mean that it's anything to get all worked up over. But that is definitely something that people are going to do. Anyway, just had a couple more people subscribe. We had Salah Goma, welcome to the channel. Attain, and is that Alan or Alien? I was really hoping that was Aliens. Alan Klauser, welcome to the channel, my 3 friends. And well, it looks like we got one more. No, we didn't. That was just the delay. Guys, if any of you are new here, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Like I said, we do daily cryptocurrency updates, and whenever something crazy happens in Bitcoin, no matter what I'm doing, I try to drop it and jump on a live stream. I was taking a break from editing this video when I saw that Bitcoin was falling. Jeb, my dude from Jersey. I'm actually not from Jersey. Born in Tennessee, live in Florida. Have for probably over a decade now. But guys, this is what I was talking about in today's video. I was concerned about this. If you remember back to today's video, if you guys watch today's video, what you'll see is I was saying, I'm feeling kind of unsure about Bitcoin, but if anything, I'm feeling bearish on Bitcoin. And it's funny that I said that because a couple hours later, Bitcoin did fall. Sometimes you just get that feeling, guys. You just get that gut feeling. Those of you who are in the academy, who are in CT2A, you know what I'm talking about. You get a gut feeling that something's going to happen. And a lot of times, I have to be careful about what gut feeling I say to you guys, because even if I'm right, I might not be right yet. I might be right 2 or 3 days from now, and you guys will flame me, and by the time that the thing happens, then I don't get vindicated because no one remembers me saying it. But I did say it today because I had a really strong feeling about it. And Bitcoin did fall. What part of Tennessee? Knoxville here. I used to live in Knoxville. I was born in Gatlinburg. You can probably hear it in the accent. If you're from Knoxville, then I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Where's our next support? Guys, that's probably the question of the hour right now, so let's go ahead and discuss that. The next support, in my opinion, would have been around $8,500. Now it's looking around $8,000. Let's go ahead and zoom out here for just a second, and let's also mute my Snapchat. Actually, no, let's go back to the minute chart because I see movement over there on the right of the screen. While this is moving, I'm going to go ahead and mute my phone so that we don't get interrupted because Bitcoin is moving again. We're looking at $8,500, guys. I'm expecting that Bitcoin's probably going to go to around $8,000. It doesn't look like this is over with yet. There's definitely a potential that we go even lower here. Had a couple more people subscribe. PlayPlay has subscribed, and BB Zozo has subscribed to the channel. Welcome, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Any of you who are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button for daily crypto updates. Let's see. Headed to 6,000. Maybe. You know, it's not impossible. I don't personally think we need to go all that way, but it wouldn't be impossible. And quite frankly, guys, you have to keep in mind, excuse me, Bitcoin rallied very quickly here. I mean, ridiculously quickly here. From February all the way up into June, beginning of July, Bitcoin rallied very, very, very fast. And this whole time that we've been up here, I've been feeling like we were a little higher than we should have been. That's why for so many weeks I was talking about a correction even lower. And that's why over the last few minutes I've been talking about one as well. And it looks like we're starting to see it. Zala Mohammed says, hi to all of you, and especially to Jeb. Great work, bro. Bless from Amsterdam. Bless from La Florida, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Let's see. Finally, BTC is actually doing something. Long time follow, Jeb. Been through a lot of action together. Price action. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, we have, haven't we? I'm glad that Bitcoin is finally doing something. We would not have been able to get 450 of you guys on stream a couple of weeks ago because Bitcoin was kind of dead. I forget which technical indicator it is, but there's actually an indicator that allows you to look at price volatility on Bitcoin, and right now that indicator, like I said, I can't get it up for you because I forget what it was, and I don't want to check during the middle of a stream. But that indicator is showing that this is one of the lowest volatile, or excuse me, should I say, up until about 2 hours ago was one of the lowest volatile times in Bitcoin's history over the last year. And right now, guys, like I said, Bitcoin's probably going to be going lower. If I wasn't streaming, I would most certainly be opening a high leverage short position right now with a tight stop loss around $8,600. But since I'm streaming, I'll go ahead and pass up on that trading opportunity and show it to you guys because I want to give you guys my full attention as Bitcoin rides even farther down here. That's certainly what it looks like is about to happen. Hey, Dominic P., how are you doing? Let's go ahead and re-chat a little bit. Like I said, we're going to keep the price action up so you guys can see it. We're going to do some more technical analysis when Bitcoin decides to calm down a little bit, but I don't really want to zoom out too much and do a whole lot of analysis right now as Bitcoin is moving. Matty says, Jeb was one of the few who actually spoke about a strong possibility of a dip. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. Actually, I've been saying it for over a month, and nobody believed me, but that's, you know, it's happening. below 200-day moving average. I am going to zoom out and check that because that is a very important moving average that I do not like to see. Okay, yeah, that's an important test. Thank you for pointing that out to me. I haven't been able to do a whole lot of technical analysis today. This is extremely important, guys. I cannot overstate how important this is. Depending on what chart you're on, Bitcoin is either above or below this. Looks like Bitcoin is already trading around $8,250 on Bitfinex. In days like this, aren't you so happy I speak quickly? I feel like an auctioneer after all. Anyway, Bitcoin, like I said, is looking like it's about to fall below the 200 daily exponential moving average. If it does that and it manages to stay down there, that will be trouble. It's not the end of the world, though, guys. Like I said, the validity of a technical indicator is based not only on its price action, it's also based on how many people are looking at it. It's not based on its history only, it's based on how many people are looking at it. And, if you look back on the history of the 200 the 200 daily moving average and a lot of these moving averages, they've only shown that they've been important once or twice. So just because we're breaking market structure in that case, it doesn't mean for 100% certainty that we should be thinking doom and gloom scenarios. But it is definitely not something that we want to be seeing. Guys, this is why you be careful. This is a very, very hard lesson for a lot of you to learn, but it is a very important lesson. If you're in a short position, if you're in a long position, if you're in any position, you should always have a stop loss. I saw a couple of you people talking over in the comment section and in the chat. I saw a few of you talking about getting liquidated. There's no excuse to ever get liquidated, guys. If you're getting liquidated, the reason you're getting liquidated is because you didn't have a stop loss. And if you're not trading with a stop loss and you're trading with leverage, you're making a big mistake. There's not a single instance where you should be doing that. Right now, guys, we're trading at $8,270 on Coinbase, $8,108 on Bitfinex. The gap is opening, and that does indicate that we're going to see some more volatility coming in. That margin, that gap between those two exchanges does indicate that one of them is going to end up dominating Bitcoin price action, and we're going to move, and they're going to end up agreeing in the next couple of minutes, probably on into the next hour or so as Bitcoin continues to move. Anyway, we see that Torinar donated 22 NOK. I'm not sure what currency that is, but I very much appreciate it. It says BA historical volatility. Let me see if I can find that indicator real quick, guys. It's been so long since I've looked at it, but I can tell you what it's going to look like. Let's get rid of MACD here for a second, and I will try to find that. As I said, guys, the price action of these two is going to converge. Now, instead of being $150 apart, they're only looking like they're about $20 apart. BA historical. Let's see if I can find this. Thank you. That is exactly what I was looking for. Anyway, if we look at this and we can zoom out to the daily chart, what we're going to see is the volatility on Bitcoin. This is kind of this indicator is kind of all over the place. Actually, I think I'm looking at the wrong one. Let me grab the other one real quick. BA. Apologies for this not being up on screen already. Oh, okay. You're not going to work on me. Okay, well, we will look at the other one then. Let's go ahead and see this. Anyway, as you guys can see, volatility was dropping off quite substantially here. That's what this is measuring. This SMA on this histogram was showing that Bitcoin's Bitcoin's volatility was dropping quite rapidly, and it's shot up again in the last couple of minutes. As it moves above this SMA, what that means is that the volatility is returning, and normally that means that something major is happening on market structure. Normally that means some kind of major breakout is happening. Whatever it means is pretty obvious. It's easy to see what the chart is telling you. If we look in here, Bitcoin is trading around $8,200 on Coinbase. We're trading around $8,220 on Bitfinex. And like I said, guys, we were probably about to see another leg down. I would have opened a short position, as I told you. And I didn't because I'm on a live stream, but that's okay. A lot of people asking if it is a good time to be buying Bitcoin. I will tell you my honest opinion on this. Bitcoin just broke a lot of market structure. And in fact, Bitcoin is testing and on some exchanges breaking the 200 exponential moving average. And in the history of bull markets, Bitcoin very rarely does that. So even though you don't want me to say this, and I don't want to say this, we do have to take into serious account the possibility that the bull market is about to go on hiatus and end for a couple of months. So it would be not necessarily the wisest move to go buying Bitcoin right now. I'm not telling you whether to do that or not, but in my humble opinion, I would be very careful about doing that at this time. If you're going to look to buy Bitcoin, be careful about buying the dips. If you're going to look to buy Bitcoin, look for when Bitcoin is testing support, not when Bitcoin is already $50 or $100 below support. Because if we look at our 200 daily simple moving average, Bitcoin is trying to get support on it right now, but Bitcoin at the same time is also slightly below it. If Bitcoin does bounce here and does continue to move up for the next couple of hours, it might be a good time to be investing in Bitcoin and buying some Bitcoin for the long term. I'm not telling you what to do with your portfolio. It is completely up to you. This is not financial advice. Don't go suing me if you make a bad trade. That's the joke. That's not a joke, but that is the running gag here on the channel. But I would be very careful about buying into Bitcoin right now. I'd be very careful about trading Bitcoin, period, right now, to be totally honest. Just because Bitcoin is moving does not necessarily mean that there is a good trade on the market. Just because Bitcoin is having a lot of volatility does not necessarily mean it's the time to invest. And that's something a lot of people forget, is that they don't plan their trades and then make the trade. They make their trade and then pretend they had a plan after they made the trade. Don't do that. You need to plan your trade. Guys, if you wanted to make this trade that I mentioned earlier in today's video, which was shorting the market, if you go back and watch today's video, I talked about shorting this market and I talked about longing this market, and whichever way Bitcoin decided to break out, you'd be ready for it. I personally believe that Bitcoin was probably going to break bearish. If you did that, then you had a plan. It's too late to trade this market from Bitcoin falling $1,300 or $1,400 because Bitcoin already fell. Torinar donated another 22 knock and said 22 Norwegian. Oh, that's Norwegian kroner. Okay, half a cup of coffee. Well, thank you. Now I have 1 cup of coffee. I really appreciate that, guys. I do appreciate the donations. Any of you guys who want to support the channel, the donation button is down below. And of course, if you guys do want to learn about technical analysis and be able to predict moves like this, because it is very important, that is, of course, what the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy is for. There's a link and a secret coupon code in the description down below for this. You can actually watch this video right here as a preview if you click that link down below. Anyway, let's keep looking at chat over here, and welcome to the, never mind, that was a donation. Guys, if any of you are new here, like I said, go ahead and smash that like button, and also go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We do daily cryptocurrency news updates, daily cryptocurrency technical analysis. I wouldn't want you to miss any of it, but I do want you to stay updated with the markets. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, and you will see all of the videos. We've got a bunch of cool content coming out over the next couple of weeks, especially one coming out in the next few days. You guys are going to be getting a face reveal relatively soon, and following that, then you will finally have a face cam. But it looks like we did just have a subscriber. Drelsky has subscribed to the channel. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the live stream. Bobby Crypto says the only good thing about this is it brings volume. I would say that that is a very important point to make, but I would also say that one of the things that is so good about this is that it breaks the boring movement that Bitcoin has been making over the last month or two. And that's a weird way to say that, but I am incapable of articulating myself at this current moment. Anyway, what I was talking about is that Bitcoin had been trading sideways for 2 or 3 months, trying to decide if it was going to break bullish or bearish. And while it was doing that, it was being very boring, and there wasn't much for us to trade, there wasn't much for us to do, and there, quite frankly, wasn't a whole lot of money to be made in the market. It got really boring as it did in October and November of 2018. If you guys remember that time, you will know what I'm talking about. Bitcoin traded sideways for 3 months, and I, quite frankly, have no idea how I managed to make a video every single day through that, because there was nothing to talk about. The same thing was going on up until about an hour and a half ago, and the fact that Bitcoin has broken out means that that period is over. So I'm actually pretty happy about this, and a lot of you guys are saying that you just made a bunch of money, like Richard. Richard in the chat says, "Jep, I made 1 Bitcoin, man. Good on you." Like I said, guys, I was about to trade this and go for a short position, but since I'm on stream, oh well. Guys, if you are new to the channel, like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Your name's going to pop up on screen, and I will personally give you a shout out, and you'll be getting access to daily content here on the YouTube channel. Looks like Bitcoin may be attempting to put a bottom in, guys. That 200 daily that 200 daily moving average, that's a very important moving average, and I think we're going to see Bitcoin getting a lot of support on it over the next few minutes. I think people realize that that is the bottom, and if Bitcoin really goes below that, that could be technical analysis. The technical analysis could be saying that that's the end of the bull market. And I don't think a lot of people believe the bull market is over. So I really do believe that Bitcoin coming down and testing this and bouncing here would actually be very healthy for the market. And if Bitcoin doesn't fall below this, this very well may be a great time to be buying Bitcoin. But it's hard to tell whether it is without the benefit of hindsight. In 2 or 3 hours, it'd be pretty easy to tell whether or not right now is a good time to buy. Right now, it's hard. If you want my honest opinion, it may be a good time to go buy Bitcoin, and I was about to say that I might go and do the same and Bitcoin looks like it's moving up. I was just about to say that I want to go and buy a little bit, and then my gut is changing on this as the minutes roll by, and as it did it, Bitcoin jumped up here to $8,600. Funny how that timing works. Welcome to the live stream at Death Hiko. I was very close to the town of Hiko, which is close to the town of Rachel, which is close to Area 51, because if you guys don't know, on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday when there weren't videos, the reason for that was because I was out in Nevada getting on national television because I was out raiding Area 51. No, I'm not joking. I have a video that is very far into production right now that is going to be going up relatively soon. Guys, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you get access to daily cryptocurrency content and that video when it comes out in the next couple of days. Oh, guys, it's good to be back. I miss making videos. People are asking me about Litecoin and whatnot, but I really don't want to look away from Bitcoin right now because I have a feeling we are currently putting a bottom in. Right now, I told you guys that I would have shorted right here just to keep up with what the trades I predicted. I told you I was going to short right here. I would have closed that down here around $8,200. And right around here, I was talking about buying Bitcoin, and now Bitcoin's moving to the upside. So far, we're doing pretty well with paper trading here on the YouTube channel. Jimmy Mueller says, dude, I think I saw you. Jimmy, tell me, what color shirt was I wearing? You may have seen me. Were you there? Did you use secret jujitsu against the Naruto runners? I was one of the Naruto runners, and the local news did a story on us, and it was really funny. I got about 2 minutes of fame on the local news with several of my friends who went out with me. Aliens on the moon, Jeb, and follow Bruce sees all. This is upsetting. Richard, I'm really curious what color shirt I was wearing. I want you to tell me if you saw me. That'd be really cool if I saw one of you guys out there. I probably did. I mean, there were a lot of people out there. I saw a certain... there's a certain person out there who I don't really want to say their profession because it's not exactly family friendly. Enough said. Saw them out there. I saw... I'm pretty sure John Cena's brother was out there. He was in an RV that stank of weed. Guys, it was terrible. I wasn't there, but if I saw you on TV, I think it was either a black shirt or a red shirt. It was not a black shirt, it was not a red shirt. It was indeed a white shirt, but I am in the video, and well, if I say this much, anyway, put it this way. I was in a video that got on trending, and the video has like 700,000 views right now, and I'm one of the most prominent people in the video. Let's see. Guys, like I said, I want to do a little bit more TA on this. There's some things I want to talk about, but I also don't want to click away from the chart as Bitcoin is in the middle of some very volatile moves. Yo, Jeb, should I buy right now or will it go lower? Good question. Guys, like I was saying, Bitcoin is at the current moment testing the 200 daily simple moving average. That moving average is right around here. So Bitcoin does not want to fall below this. Bitcoin wants to stay above it. Whether or not Bitcoin falls below this or stays above this is going to indicate whether or not you should be buying or selling. If Bitcoin gets support here and rallies for a little while, it might be a good time to be buying Bitcoin. If you see Bitcoin fall below that 200 daily exponential moving average, daily simple moving average, I keep calling it an exponential, daily simple moving average, then what we're probably going to see, then what we're probably going to see is an extended correction that could last several weeks or over a month. Don't click away the minute chart. Yeah, I'm not clicking away the minute chart. Was the RV named Marijuana Queen? Lol. I have no idea, but if it was, that's hilarious. Yeah, Jimmy, you can find myself and especially our friends. I have the business card of whose business card do I have? He works at the LA Times because we got an interview. The main article for the LA Times. We're the lead for that. The LA Times Area 51. David Montero, I think is that guy's name. Let's see. Yeah, David Montero. That's it. This article right here. That's me. Yep. This is us. This is not us. They don't have a picture of us in this article, so it's not a face reveal yet. But getting completely off topic, we're in that article. I'll go ahead and post that in chat so you guys can go and read that. There you go. What's up, Be connect. Gaming, if your money isn't needed for a few months, I'd go back in and hodl. Kind of agree with you, to be honest. Chief Deadly, what happened? Chief Deadly, man, you should have held down to it, my man. Sometimes it ain't worth it if you don't get your money back. Now you eventually will. I bought 10K and I'm a ton of shit right now. Yeah, guys, I want you to be aware of something. If you're not leverage trading, now if you're leverage trading is different. But if you are not leverage trading, I want you to understand something. If you're at a loss in a trade, all you have to do, really simple, all you have to do, take that money in the trade and put it into your investing portfolio. Let me say that again. If you're at a loss in a trade and it's not a leverage trade, all you have to do is take that money that is in your trading portfolio, that Bitcoin that is in your trading portfolio and is in the red right now, all you got to do is move it to your investing portfolio and don't touch it. That's all you got to do. Really easy, guys. Really, really easy. And then guess what? In 10 years, that trade, which is now an investment, is going to be profitable. And who cares? All you got to do, get more Bitcoin into your investing portfolio, into your trading portfolio, either by buying some or moving from your investing portfolio. The point is that if you're at a loss in your trade, hold on to the trade long enough, it's going to be profitable. So don't freak out. If you're in a leverage trade, hopefully you had a stop loss. If you are not in a leverage trade, there's no reason to be concerned. Just hold on to the trade for long enough and it's going to be profitable. I think we can all agree that the future of Bitcoin is bright, so what's the harm? To make sure that you're not investing more than you are able to lose, and you're going to be just fine. What time frame you have here? Guys, we are currently looking at the minute chart. This is the 1 minute chart. It says up here in the top right. Excuse me, the top left. I know my left and my right. I am, in fact, older than 7. But not older than 9, because I am a fan of PewDiePie. Anyway, there we go. Looks like Bitcoin's moving up a little bit. Guys, we're just gonna kind of hang out here. Is this going down more or not? I would be... it looks like it's putting a bottom in, and it looks like it's putting a relatively strong bottom in, to be totally honest. All this different volatility. You see how Bitcoin keeps jumping up and down and up and down and up and down like $100? It doing that, but it's still moving to the upside, indicates to me that if the bears were going to push us to the downside, they would have already done it by now. I'm feeling pretty bullish on this bottom, and I am feeling pretty bullish on that for at least a little while. The order books are very thin right now. A whale could easily come in at this moment, crash Bitcoin, and also short on another exchange and make a lot of money. If you're a whale, please don't do that. But with that said, I'm feeling a little okay with Bitcoin right now. I think we kind of got the bearishness out of our steam. Hey! Crazy Cam in the chat. The overload gods will wreck you trading this. Jeb, I'm holding IOTA, not Bitcoin. What do you think? I think that's a big mistake, to be totally honest. No matter what's happening on Bitcoin, on the minute chart, Bitcoin is always going to be a better project than IOTA. No offense to IOTA, but IOTA was not the number one. IOTA was not the progenitor of all of cryptocurrency. If you're not holding Bitcoin and you're holding only altcoins, you are making a mistake. That's my opinion. That is not financial advice. But since you asked, I will tell you. And also, a lot of you guys are saying we have now filled the CME gap. I mentioned that about 20 or 30 minutes ago. And that is definitely a good thing. Like I said, guys, it feels like Bitcoin's putting a bottom in here and moving to the upside. We just saw Bitcoin bump up to $8,800. Let's remind you of what I was talking about here. Okay, well, all right then. Bitcoin doesn't know exactly what it wants. See, this is what I'm talking about. We have very, very thin order books because Bitcoin's been moving so quickly. We're really deciding what Bitcoin is going to do here. Remember, I said we should short right here and close right here, and then I said we should long right here and close probably up here somewhere. I was telling you guys that it might be a good idea to buy that dip. You can go back in the VOD. We still have a CME gap at 11.5. David, I saw that earlier. I didn't have time to point it out, but you're absolutely right. Let's see. Crazy Cam, my God, you're not the 15-year-old Naruto runner, seriously? Well, I'm not 15. I'll say that much. So many of you guys are going to think I'm an idiot when that video goes out. Anyway, should I buy right now, in your opinion, King K? Honestly, if it were my money, I might be buying a position right now. And actually, no, I'll tell you, I would definitely be putting into my investing position right now. But I don't currently have any cash on my exchange, and I'd have to send over a wire transfer, which I can't do because it's after hours. That being said, make sure that you're being careful. All right, bye. Also, guys, like I said, if you are new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We do daily cryptocurrency technical analysis, and we do daily cryptocurrency news. And I try to live stream every time something crazy happens on the chart so you guys know what's happening. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys seeing this live stream was the reason that you knew Bitcoin was moving. I'd be really interested to see that. One more thing I want to mention also is that Bitcoin is moving very quickly right now. I want you to have your own chart up as well as listening to the live stream, because the delay in between what happens on the live stream here and the delay between what you see on your end is going to make the difference if you were trying to trade this market. Do not trade based off of my chart. Watch this stream if you're interested, but definitely have your own chart up. Made 1,000% today on shorts. Yeah, I bet you did. Good job. Let's see. He's got a text from someone. Crazy Cam said back connect. That's hilarious. Guys, I'm not going to be able to live stream for very long. I have some very important personal matters to attend to in probably 20 minutes or so. So I will let you guys know with that as I get more information. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me respond to this. A lot of insane stuff has been going on in my personal life lately. Anyway, Jeb, what site is best for leverage? BitMEX and Bybit, I've heard very good things about both. I've heard better things about Bybit. I don't use either of them because I live in the United States and I'm legally not allowed to, or at least, excuse me, not legally, by their terms of service, not allowed to, and I don't really want to put my own position in jeopardy and allow for them to shut down my account. They probably wouldn't do it, but I don't want to risk it. We did just have a couple more people subscribe. To finish my point, though, I use Kraken. Allows only up to 5x leverage. Someone said wire transfer in 2019. Yes, you wire transfer money into Kraken, because normally when I'm moving money onto Kraken to buy Bitcoin, I'm moving several $1,000s at once, and it doesn't like doing that through a bank account. Anyway, we did just have Jason Lauer, and that name is going to be difficult. Dimitrije Puzovic. I think I got that close to right. Welcome to the stream, and welcome to the channel, both of you. Tell me in the chat if you guys... if you guys like that pronunciation and if that was right. I'm really curious if that was correct. Yes, it was your live stream that alerted me to the movement. Glad to hear it. May go and borrow a little on the credit card later this afternoon to take advantage of these low prices. Be careful on that. Steve Hubbs, I'm going to make a point out of you real quick, because if you're borrowing money on the credit card to make a trade out of this, what that means is that you don't have the cash on hand. And correct me if I'm wrong, but what I assume that means is that you don't have the cash on hand to be making this trade, and that probably means that you're trading more than you could afford to lose. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know your situation, but I'd be very careful doing that. And I know you didn't ask my opinion, but since you put it in the chat, I went ahead and gave it to you. Came here to find out what happened. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about what HODL means hold, meaning you don't sell. Peter says, Jeb, thanks, great show. Off to bed in Spain, back to $9,500 by the morning. Quite honestly, I kind of agree with him. Let's see. I was watching it fall, and as I'm subscribed to you, I saw the notification, so I'm listening in. You were calming me down, lol. Yeah, guys, like I said earlier, I want to make this very clear. Stephen Hubb says I live on 20% of what I make. Okay, good. I do too. I'm glad to hear it. Then do whatever you want. I mean, do whatever you want anyways. Your life, not mine. But if you're only living on 20% of what you make, you're doing good. You're doing a lot better than most people. Anyway, one thing I want to say to you guys is this. Bitcoin's going to have big movements. If you look back on the history of Bitcoin, this is something Tom Lee points to a lot. If you take out the 10 biggest green days in the history of Bitcoin, pretty much every single year in the history of this cryptocurrency is red. But if you leave those 10 biggest green days in, then every single year in Bitcoin, normally Bitcoin is bullish. Now, about 2/3 of the times, Bitcoin is moving to the upside. The other third of the times or so, Bitcoin is in a bear market. A lot of the times, Bitcoin's major moves happen like that, guys. They happen very quickly. Bitcoin is going to have high volatile hours and days. It's going to happen. They're going to happen both bullish and bearish. But just because Bitcoin is going to see a lot of volatility today, or in a week from now, or 4 months ago, it does not mean that you need to be worried about Bitcoin. It does not mean you need to get scared about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to have crashes, and Bitcoin is going to have rallies. What you need to look at instead of the short-term technicals sometimes is sometimes you need to stand back and you need to take a look at the fundamentals. You need to take a look at adoption. You need to take a look at whether or not Bitcoin is actually achieving what it was set out to do, which is to become a global currency that is regulated and adopted and used in place of fiat currencies. Is Bitcoin fulfilling its original goal? Yes. It's following its original goal precisely to the T of what it was laid out to do. Bitcoin is doing fantastic, and the market will follow. Whether or not it follows today or tomorrow or this year is irrelevant, because in the long term, Bitcoin is on a fundamental level doing exactly what it was designed to do. So why would you be scared? People sometimes get surprised that I'm not worried when Bitcoin crashes, and the reason I'm not worried is because I believe full-heartedly, I believe completely, I have full faith and confidence in the underlying technology that is building this market right here. I don't have a reason to be scared. So with that, we have a couple new subscribers, Bruno Sizikar and Agnoston. Welcome to the channel. I think I got both of those right. I like to make a little mini game out of trying to spell your names. Draley says those wicks, we're looking at them as sell pressure. What I'm looking at them as is that the order books are very, very, very thin, and when the order books are very thin, I'm going to start from the beginning. What I'm about to say is I think is very important, so listen to this, guys. Dre just asked me about these giant wicks, and we were seeing Bitcoin jump up and down several $100s a few minutes ago. And quite honestly, what I think that means is that the order books are very thin, and since the order books are very thin, let me put it this way. In the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, and the reason I'm mentioning CT2A right now is because it's actually one of the easiest ways I can do this. It's not even to plug the course. It's because I can't think of a better way to segue into this. In the CT2A, we talk about gauging the strength of support and resistance, and gauging the strength of the bulls and the bears. There's many different ways you can do that, but one of the ways you can gauge how strong the bulls and the bears are is by looking at the wicks, is by looking at how much volatility there is, by looking at the order books. In the last 20 minutes or so, we've seen massive jumps. What that means is that the order books are very thin. We jumped from here, 1 second later, Bitcoin was down here. And because Bitcoin was able to do that, clearly the spread was absolutely gigantic, 2 or 3%. And since Bitcoin was able to move that quickly and the order books were that thin, pretty much the bulls or the bears are free to do whatever the hell they want. If they want to rally Bitcoin, they're going to rally Bitcoin. If they want to crash Bitcoin, they're going to crash Bitcoin. And quite frankly, since the order books have been so thin and Bitcoin's been moving so much and Bitcoin has been continuing to move to the upside, especially on Coinbase, not so much on Bitfinex, because of that, I think the bulls are somewhat in control right now. At least they look like they are on Coinbase. On Bitfinex, things look a little bit different. This is one of the things that you're going to see happen a lot. Whether or not Coinbase or Bitfinex come out on top is going to be very important. Coinbase is looking very bullish for reasons I just explained. Same thing with Bitfinex is not true. Bitfinex is looking relatively bearish right now. Guys, it's very rare you get the opportunity for arbitrage in Bitcoin, but right now there is definitely one. The spread between Bitfinex and Coinbase is sitting around 5%. So I don't know if it's against terms of service to go in arbitrage, but there is definitely there's definitely potential to do that right now. Oscar Maldonado, I got that right, okay. Jeb, did we close the CME futures gap? We did close the CME futures gap, my friend, and the next gap is actually at 11.5. We do still have a gap, but it's not the one you were thinking about. It's the gap at $11,500 that we need to go and fill. So we're going to see that more than likely. Tom Robio says, Wild Wild West, baby. Exactly. There's like a $300 to $500 premium right now. I'm going to call that the Brian Armstrong premium. Well plays on Coinbase, yeah. Coinbase is being glitchy. Interesting. That is very unfortunate. This is going to V out. Thanks shorting for ending this correction. They're buying back now. How will Ethereum fare? I don't really want to dive into the altcoins right now because I don't want to get distracted. $200 difference between Bybit and Binance. Yeah, there's a lot of volatility going on right now. Bitcoin is acting absolutely crazy. Let's start looking at some of our technical indicators because a couple of them... let me just say something real quick. in CT2A, there's this video on gut feeling. By the way, if you're not familiar, CT2A is our training academy with over 10 hours of content where you can learn everything you need to know about technical analysis. If you want to learn how to do technical analysis and predict these markets, this is the place to be, linked down below. There's a video in CT2A called Gut Feeling where you just kind of know what the market is going to tell you. And it actually gets to the point where it's spooky what you're able to tell. I was looking at this market. You guys just saw. I have not looked at the RSI on the 1 minute chart, I don't think, for this entire live stream. I certainly haven't looked at it in the last 10 minutes or so. And I don't think I've seen this yet. I saw that Bitcoin had a low right here, and I saw that Bitcoin had a low right here. I was about to tell you guys that there's RSI divergence, but before I said that, I had to check. And guess what? There it is. That's called gut feeling, guys. And I'm not bragging, I'm trying to explain to you one of the more important things of technical analysis, which is training your instinct, guys. Bitcoin is showing bearish divergence. We see if there's a low here and a lower low here. There's a low here and a higher low on the RSI. No matter which way these are, if it's a lower low than a higher low or a higher low than a lower low, no matter which way they are, since they're on the bottoms, that is typically, traditionally, a sign of bearishness. Whether or not that's actually going to result in bearish price action is really going to depend on how this war between Bitfinex and Coinbase price action plays out. But this bearish price action, this bearish RSI divergence on the 1 minute is not looking fantastic. Now, that being said, it doesn't really show up on any other charts. I have a feeling it shows up on the 5 minute. Yeah, it does. So the 1 minute and the 5 minute, like I said, I had a feeling it showed up on the 5 minute. Coinbase is in post mode only. Okay, that's interesting. Let's look at the Bitfinex chart for a little bit then. When Bitcoin hits 10 million, does it matter if you bought it 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, 9K, 10K, 11K, etc.? Exactly, guys. That's my point. If you're in a losing trade right now and it's not on leverage, then who cares if you're in the losing trade? Do you need that money tomorrow? If you do, then your finances probably aren't in order for you to be trading a bunch of money. Well, for you to be trading with a bunch of Bitcoin. If you want to make that trade profitable again, all you gotta do is roll it over into your investing portfolio. Let me show you something interesting, guys. I can't get the order books up on Coinbase, but I can on Bitfinex. As you guys can see over here, let me make sure this is in frame. As you guys can see over here, there is a actually, hang on one second. Is the chat covering that up? The chat is covering that up. Let's see if I can move this around a little bit. Let's see if I can turn chat off for a second. Where's my chat? I'm going to turn chat off for just a second. Where's chat? There it is. Okay, I'm going to turn chat off so that you guys can see this. Check this out. We're on Bitfinex right now. Look at the order books. Okay, we only have like 16 Bitcoin worth of orders up here. That's pretty low compared to what it normally is. But if we look at the valley right here, there is a lot of buy orders on Bitcoin and barely any sell orders. We're talking about like half a Bitcoin of sell orders. We have a ton of buy orders. And what that means is that the bulls are very much in control right now. It means that we have a lot more support than we do resistance. And that if you were to go and buy Bitcoin on Bitfinex at the moment anyway, you'd probably be safe until Bitcoin falls down to around $8,440. It's important that you look at these things. It's important that you look at the order books. It's important that you look at the volume and the technicals. It's important that you look at all this, guys. Go ahead and put that back over there, and we'll go ahead and turn chat back on as well. There we go. Chat back. Oh, let's see. Say something, guys. There we go. Perfect. All right. All right. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream and you are enjoying the TA here, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We do daily... My country accent came out there for a second. We do daily cryptocurrency technical analysis, guys. We do daily cryptocurrency news updates, and we do live streams whenever Bitcoin has something crazy happening on it, and we try to keep you guys updated as much as possible here on the channel. So make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I do think you guys will be glad you did. Let me go ahead and check that message. All right. Made a 376% profit with this dump thanks to CT2A. Well, guys, thank you very much, Alex. I know you, Alex, because we've talked before. He's talking about the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy over here, guys. If you are interested in learning about cryptocurrency technical analysis, Alex just said he made a 376% profit trade with this academy thanks to this with this trade, thanks to the academy. Guys, if you want to learn about technical analysis, there's a great place to do it. It's C22A. There's a secret $40 off coupon code called September 2019 down below. Use that, you're going to get $40 off at checkout. I highly recommend you join this, guys. If you want to know how to trade markets, you're going to need to learn it from a centralized place. And a great place to do that is C22A. El Capitan says Country TA by Jeb. Absolutely. That'd be really funny. That'd be a good series called Country TA. Let's see here. Let me check something real quick, guys. Let me check something real quick here, guys. All right. Hey, guys. What do you mean by investing portfolio? So Oliver's Rage, good question. What I mean by that is you need to have a wallet where you put money in and you don't take it out for a very long time. That's called an investing portfolio. You put money into that investing portfolio, you put Bitcoin into that investing portfolio, you put altcoins into that investing portfolio, and guys, that money has just gone into a black hole, and it is not to be touched for a decade. But if you put money into your trading portfolio, then that money in your trading portfolio might be sold, or it might be traded, or you might take profits of it, and you might put it into your bank account, or do whatever with it. But if you move money into your investing portfolio, that money's not to come out. It's important you have both of those portfolios set up. And it's very important that you continue to grow your investing portfolio. When you have the opportunity, you should do that. Hi, him, Agoston. Hello, Agoston. Welcome to the channel, my friend. I saw you subscribe a little while ago. Guys, like I said, if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but you'll be getting access to a lot of content that is going to help you in your journey on cryptocurrency technical analysis. Did you buy the banana? I don't remember someone trying to sell me a banana. Do you think people who have bought Bitcoin since 2017 are afraid of this move down? This is laughable and a welcome buy opportunity. Seriously, guys, that's what I'm saying. Give me a 1 in the chat if you stayed here through the entire 2018 bear market like I did. I uploaded a video to this channel every single day during that bear market. Nothing can scare me anymore, guys. This does not faze me in the slightest. And quite frankly, it shouldn't faze you either. There's not really a reason to be fazed by this. There's not really a reason to be scared about this. Let's see. There's nothing more than seeing multiple fractals throughout your trading career which now pop up from your subconscious. That's what you call gut feeling. It's instinct. It's when you feed a series of 10,000 data points to a bunch of people saying, one, that you guys are that you guys survived through the 2018 bear market. So all of you guys who said one, tell me if any of you are really worried about this, because quite frankly, you've seen a whole lot worse. We saw Bitcoin crash from 20K down to 6K in the span of a month. A lot of you people who are still here, a lot of you guys, sorry, I just got distracted by something important going on in my life. A lot of you guys survived through some really, really bad times. This is nothing. There's no reason to be upset about this. I know I've said that several times, but I want to drill it into your head. Zal57 has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, Zal. I followed you every single day in 18. Now this feels fine. Thank you, Ewan. That's what I'm saying, guys. I remember back in 2018, Bitcoin was falling through the floor. And it did not faze me. I would make a video every time Bitcoin would crash and say, if you're thinking about leaving Bitcoin, you're making a mistake. And those videos would get so many views because so many people needed to hear it, which is why I keep saying it now. Because I know there are those of you out there that are scared, that are worried. I ask you this. On the chart, sure, Bitcoin just crashed. In the fundamentals, why? Why would you be worried? Why? What's going on that's concerning to you? I see nothing but bullish developments. Alina Yu has just subscribed to the channel, and Oguzan Kara have also subscribed. Welcome to the channel, my friends. A lot of people saying excited, not worried. Also saw someone say that they bought CT2A and it helped them with their trading. Guys, I really do recommend CT2A. I'm saying this as a friend, not as a salesperson. I've seen hundreds, close to 1,000 people go through CT2A, and I get nothing. I get nothing but positive feedback from this and people that profited. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're in CT2A and love it. I'm curious. I'm stoked. This move was great. Almost doubled my bags on that drop, except for ETH. I missed up on an ETH trade. Fair enough. Alright, sorry guys, like I said, there's a very important kind of crisis going on in my life right now, and I'm trying to deal with it while I'm live streaming. These two things are overlapping, and it's rough. But anyway, I asked you guys to put a 1 in the chat if you're in CT2A and loving it. We got a bunch of 1s. Someone asked why there's no Elliott wave theory on CT2A. The reason there's no Elliott wave theory video on CT2A is because I don't use it, and quite frankly, I don't think it's as useful as people make it out to be. When do you think Bitcoin will go to 11K? That's really hard to tell right now because it's going to require me doing a lot of new technical analysis on the market since something major has just happened. Maybe, again, by the end of the year. I don't want to say that with any degree of certainty, though. DD has just subscribed to the channel. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the channel. Let me read this text, guys. Hang on one second. Did it go down because it backed? Interesting question. That's very, very possible. A lot of people have been thinking about that, but to be totally honest, there's not a whole lot of price action actually going on backed. I think the lack of a major rally may have instilled a bit of fear in some people that backed was our savior and backed didn't save us, in scare quotes. So maybe the dump actually has something to do with that. I don't think it would be on a fundamental. I don't think it'd be on a fundamental level, but who knows? Anyway, guys, sorry about that. Like I said, there's some important stuff going on. So many other Bitcoin YouTubers dropped off when the market started falling. We stayed. Yes, P Falconology. I did not sleep. I did not leave. I did not sleep. I did not stop. I kept making videos every single day with the blind faith that Bitcoin would be doing well. Dave said, "Stop texting girls, Jeb. This is more important." Funny that you say that because I was texting someone that's very important to me who happens to be a female, but it's because she's very sick and I'm trying to help her through it. You actually got that right. That's pretty funny. Inverse head and shoulders coming, boys. I've been looking for that for the last couple of hours. I've been thinking about, or for the last hour or so since we've been live streaming, I've been thinking about the potential of that happening. I would like to see that happen. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, I do apologize that I'm out of it. I have been editing all morning, guys. I put nearly 12 hours into this video editing. There are like... It's a 4-minute and 50-second video so far, and there's about 500 cuts. I have 150 videos to take. I have nearly 4 hours of lavalier mic footage. That's the video. That's the microphone that you clip on your shirt. I have so much editing to do, guys, and honestly, I really should be editing right now instead of live streaming, but that's okay. I enjoy talking to you guys, so if you do want to support the channel, because there is a lot of work that goes into this, I mean a lot of work that goes into YouTube channels, especially this one, go ahead and hit that donation button if you feel it. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. Don't feel bad if you don't want to, but if you do want to help out the channel, I do appreciate that. And if you guys do want to learn about technical analysis and engage in this exchange where I give you the keys to the castle and I show you guys how to make money in these markets, and you guys help to support me continue doing what I love, which is bringing you guys free content here on YouTube. If you want to support that exchange where you get something and I get something, and quite frankly, you get a lot more than I do because I'm undervaluing this product so that you get the most out of it, a great place to do that is CT2A. If you want to learn about these markets, it's a very, very important tool to have. It's linked down below. There's still a $40 off coupon code down there. Let's see. I just subscribed. Gives a shout out. Z Beats. I apologize. I don't think it came up. Shout out to Z Beats for subscribing to the channel. Sorry about that, my friend. Dennis says you're a good man, Jeb. Hope the girl gets better. I do too. Yeah, it's very concerning. Anyway. Take care. Health comes health comes before all the money in the world. All the best. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I am lose my father money. I don't even know how to say to that. Dash will get banned. Where's that coming from? Just watched Carl's new video. He believes Bitcoin will go to 7.7. Where's the bottom of the weekly ribbon? What do you think about that prediction, or would you say Bitcoin has reached its low? I honestly think around $8,000 is probably the bottom. He's talking 7.7. I think what we just put in might be a bottom, but it's also likely to be tested again. So around 7.7 to 8.1 thousand dollars, that's a very good range. I could easily see Bitcoin fall down and test a level anywhere below there. Typically, I agree with Carl's technical analysis. There are times where I disagree with it. I think he's been a little too bullish lately, But 7.7, if that's what his prediction is, I'm pretty much on board with that. Yeah. Jesus first. Yeah. Did you have any idea that it was going to go down today? Bapese, I did, and in fact, there's video evidence of it, because in today's video, I was talking about that on this video right here. This video right here, I was talking about it at the end of this video around, I forgot where it was. I think it was in the last, like, I think it was in like the last 2 minutes that I said that I have a feeling that Bitcoin's going to crash today. And it did go ahead and do that. You guys can go and check that if you don't believe me. Should have just stuck to Forex trading, yeah. Just bought a half, wanting for it to go lower and buy more. Yes, because Bitcoin walked down of low volume. You can see that. Yep. Yeah, the low volume really screwed us. Gold is going up while Bitcoin on the way down. Any thoughts? Yeah, Bitcoin isn't 3,000 years. Bitcoin isn't. Bitcoin hasn't been around for the entire history of humankind. So, you know, gold's going to do better than Bitcoin sometimes. But I think Bitcoin's definitely going to usurp gold in the future. People don't understand how far Bitcoin still has to go and how early on we are in the adoption. People think that Bitcoin is like, that Bitcoin should be at $100,000 by now and that it was going to it by the end of the year. I've been telling you guys for months, Bitcoin is not going to 100K this year. Bitcoin is probably not going to 20K this year. Because quite frankly, Bitcoin still needs a lot more fundamental developments to happen. Backed, launched, great. What about all the other exchanges that need to launch? What about all the other adoption? What about all the news and the attention and the investors? Where are they? There's so many things that we're missing that when they start coming in, this bull market is going to be better and bigger than anything we've ever seen, but it hasn't started yet. So we need to be patient. We need to be buying positions and investing in Bitcoin and trading on the way there and learning about these markets. We need to be getting ready because we're still in the infant stage of a market that is going to make every single one of us millionaires if we do manage to trade in it correctly and if we do manage to make the most out of it and if we know what we're doing, we're going to be just fine. There's no reason to be concerned about Bitcoin right now, guys. I want to make that clear. I want you guys to be calm because if you're not being calm, then you're not going to be profitable. Potentially, how much did you lose from this dump? I didn't lose anything from this dump because I wasn't in a trade. Honestly, I meant to be in a short position a couple hours ago, and I didn't have. You guys want the truth? I meant to be in a short position about. I wanted to open it a little bit after I uploaded today's video, and I got off uploading this video, and I didn't manage to do it. Let me just show you real quick the video I'm working on. I'm gonna go to be right back so you guys can't see my face in Premiere because I have to be careful about how I show you this, or you're accidentally gonna get a face reveal. I want to show you guys, give me a 1 in the chat if any of you are familiar with video editing. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent because Bitcoin is cooling down. If Bitcoin starts doing something, then we'll, of course, very quickly jump back to that. But I do want to show you guys this so you guys have a little bit of a window into what I've been doing lately. Like I said, give me a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with editing, video production, and everything. I'd be interested to hear that because I'm about to show you something. And those of you who are familiar with it, you are probably going to be, you're probably going to enjoy this. And for some reason, my Adobe products are hating me right now. Well, that's okay. Bitcoin looks like it's doing a little bit of stuff. Let's go back to the chart. I'll get that fixed in a second. Bitcoin did just have a little bit of a pump here to around $8,700 and pulled back to $8,570. Make sure everything's good. Yep, everything's good. Okay. 1-0. It's going to make us off. 1. Bunch of 1s, use Final Cut Pro. Working in Premiere Pro, that's what we work in to make these videos here on YouTube. Let me go ahead and go to Be Right Back and try to fix this. Like I said, guys, if anything happens, I will fix it. I just have to log in to my Adobe account because for some reason I got kicked out. Oh, I'm using the wrong email. That's probably why. There we go. All right. Let me check once more, make sure Bitcoin's not doing anything. It is doing absolutely nothing of interest. All right, give me just 1 second, guys. I'm going to show you this. I find it pretty interesting. Let us see. And I can't play this video or any part of it on stream because it has copyrighted music that I don't currently have the rights to, but I will relatively soon. Well, I have the rights to the first song, just not to the second one. Let's see here. goodness, this file is so big it takes forever for it to load. Bombing the keyboard like I do. Yeah, I have a Razer Black Widow, so it's a pretty loud keyboard. Anyway, guys, like I said, I've already pretty much covered everything I need to cover in this live stream, so I'm just going to kind of hang out with you guys for a little bit. Before, I thought $100,000 predictions were crazy, but after watching your videos and having a look at previous cycles, I think Bitcoin will reach $100,000 to $150,000 by mid to end 2021. My friends think I'm mad. Totally in agreement. I definitely believe those price targets. Tristan Toff, why are you scared of showing your face? I'm not. I'm doing a face reveal in like 2 days. The video is just not done yet, and when I do the face reveal, I want it to be an event, and this video is so cool. When it does go live, you guys will be getting a face reveal. You guys will see that, but I'm not showing you yet because I have to show you at the right time, guys. We have to time these things. You can't give a guy's birthday card before his birthday. You can't do a face reveal before the actual face. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second here. Okay. Are you done loading Premiere? Goodness, great. This is a huge Premiere file. All right. Let's see, where can I put this? And that is not it. Nope. All right, so I'm gonna show this up on screen, and this is the only thing I'm gonna show. I'm not gonna move around at all. I will do a behind-the-scenes video on this when it comes. Well, let me go ahead and show you real quick what this looks like, because it's actually a little crazy how many edits there are. Like I said, for all of you who were one in the chat, this is what I was gonna show you. Come over here to Premiere, then you will see all of these cuts. Let's go to full screen. This is what I'm talking about. You see all these cuts, and this is about 10 hours of work with about 10 hours of footage so far condensed down into 4 minutes and 50 seconds. There's actually a work in progress video of this uploaded on CryptoJeb, but it's unlisted, so you can't see it unless I give you the link. I'm not giving you the link because I haven't done a face reveal yet, but a lot of my friends have seen it, and they are absolutely loving it. What? Face reveal after all these years? Yes. Face reveal is coming in a couple of days. Face reveal is coming in a couple of days. Old Town Road. This is what I'm talking about, though, guys. For all of you who are editors or know anything about video editing, I'm still like 40% of the way through assembly. Everything else has to be gone and is not there yet. And I'm gonna pretend I didn't just accidentally show my face. Oh well. Oh well, it happens. Stopped at the 200 DMA. Are we there yet? Are we bottomed yet? Let me make sure we're on chart. We are on chart. Guys, that video is going to be absolutely awesome. Anyway, let's zoom out here to the daily chart and look at the 200. This is what I was talking about. I'm getting confused by some of the things we're saying in chat. Starting to pump. Guys, what I was talking about, is the reason for face reveal because you hit 25k subs? No, the reason for face reveal is because it's been needing to happen for a long time, and now it's going to happen. It wasn't it. There's not really, yeah, King K, I know I did. That wasn't me. That was someone else. That totally wasn't me. Shit. I knew I was going to make that mistake. I knew I was going to do it. Well, you guys will see the actual face reveal soon. Yeah. I've done a Jebby messed up. Hey, it's fine. The video's gonna come out soon anyway. I'll just delete the VOD after it's done. If a few hundred of you see it, it's not the end of the world. Oh well. I am very proud of that video. It's turning out very, very well. Anyway, and I'm also proud of the 3 people we did it with. Taylor was the camera person. Taylor's our editor. Taylor was also the camera person for this because she has a lot of experience with cameras. And Caleb and Deja were in the video. But anyway, guys, what I want to talk about here was the fact that Bitcoin has pulled down to the 200 daily simple moving average, and it looks like it is getting a bounce around here. This is what you want to look at as we sign off here over the next couple of minutes. I want you to look at the 200 daily simple moving average. This is a very important part. This is a very important point in the market. Bitcoin needs to stay above this. You only need to look at the history of Bitcoin to see why this is so important. The last time Bitcoin fell below the 200 daily SMA during a bull market quote unquote, was back over here in February. Bitcoin's bull market was over, but the last time we saw it was right over here. We did not see Bitcoin fall below the 200 daily simple moving average at all during the last bull market. We didn't even actually come down to test it. We are coming down to test it now, and that's not the end of the world. But it does mean that we're probably going to see a bounce here, or if we don't see a bounce and we fall through, that it may end up being bad. We'll see, guys. It's something you're going to have to keep an eye on. It's not the end of the world. And Lance, my friend, you can't be doing that, my dude. Don't make it easier on them, Lance. Come on, I'm trying to build hype here. Do me a favor, man. Hang on a couple days while I get this video out. Gosh, come on. I know I accidentally showed it. It was an accident. Oh well. Guys, a couple months ago, before I decided I was gonna do a face reveal, I would have cut the live stream, killed the VOD so quickly, but it's coming out soon, so whatever. Oh, finally, I've been waiting too long for this to happen. I have too, dude. I've been waiting so long for Bitcoin to do something interesting. Anything. King K, when you say it could be bad, how long will it take to recover? Well, quite frankly, guys, I don't want to spread FUD, and you guys aren't going to like me saying this, but from a technical standpoint, if Bitcoin falls below the 200 daily simple moving average, the bull market's over. Okay? If Bitcoin falls below the 200 simple moving average, the bull market is, on a technical level, more than likely over. It's not the only confirmation. It doesn't mean for a matter of fact that it is, but it's probably over. Okay? I see that, Ron. You trying to troll me? Come on! Guys, hit that like button if you want to see a face reveal. I'll give you one later on. I'll give you one in like 2 days when this video's done. Just give me some patience, guys. Come on, I'm getting there. I'm still getting texts. Hang on one second. Delete the live stream. Julian, there's going to be a face reveal relatively soon anyway, so I don't really care. 1 second, guys. Jeb leaked his own face reveal. Yeah. Oops. I knew I was going to do that. I knew I was. Alright. I got you, lol. I deleted it. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it, my friend. My friend. Let it drop to 3K again so we can dump the lower... So we can back the truck up. Yeah, dude, if it dumped down to $3,000, I would be jumping out of my seat in glee. I would be so happy. You know why I'd be so happy? I would be so happy for one reason and one reason only. I am a greedy little prick, and if Bitcoin were to fall down to $3,000, you know what I'd be doing? I would be buying so much Bitcoin. I would be buying tens of thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin and getting myself so much of that coin. I'd be making so many leverage longs. Guys, I would be going to town. If Bitcoin fell down there, I would be like a kid in a candy shop. I'd be like all those people out at Area 51 when they saw Riley Reid. That's what I would be like. It was really funny. I'm not going to talk about this much because this is a family-friendly channel, but Riley Reid was out at Area 51, and everybody was, for some reason, oh so friendly around her, and it was very funny. I'd be so happy to see 3K, I can't even describe it. Yeah, seriously, I would too. Zoom in here a little bit. Ugh, excuse me. I'd buy like 10 Bitcoin. If Bitcoin went to 3K, dude, I would buy so much Bitcoin. Even more than I already am. Did you touch her? My God. No! God, dude. I'm a holy man. And she's a holy woman. Oh, I'm going to hell. Yeah, TM, she is. We're not talking about this anymore. King K, there were 3,000 people out there, and yes, I was one of them. I have a video in the works. That's where you guys just accidentally got the face reveal. Was in the video that's in the works. I'm laughing at Orlando's comment. $3,000 Bitcoin put me out of business. Yeah, guys, you got to be careful. Unless you really know what you're doing, you ought to have another job or another at least source of income besides Bitcoin crashes. Besides Bitcoin trading, Bitcoin crashes. The word's so much in my head right now. Oliver's range. Yes, I did. Oliver's rage, excuse me. I keep saying Oliver's range for some reason. Oh, okay. Do you think they're hiding aliens out there? I didn't see any aliens, but I definitely saw some weird stuff. Definitely saw some weird stuff, you know? Fox News interviewed Riley Reid, and they didn't realize who she was. She thought she was just they thought she was just some random person out there. I think I'm in the background of that interview, actually. I am in... Myself and my two friends, and even our camera person who's trying to stay off screen, are in so many national television. I can speak. I can't speak, guys. I didn't get any sleep while I was out there. I went 48 hours without sleep and barely ate anything the whole time. Oh, man. Guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here in a couple of minutes. Guys, I'll tell you... Oliver's Rage, what did I see? I'll tell you one of the things I saw. I found the pause button to multiplayer games. I found the other 98% of milk. I found White Obama. Let's see. I found my sense of humor because, frankly, that's been missing for the last couple of years. What else did I find out there? I found Naruto. Like, legit. I found your boy Naruto. I have video of Naruto almost getting arrested. Seriously, I will. Actually, I can show you guys that clip because it's not. It doesn't have my face. Let me show you that real quick. I will show you this clip. I legit have Naruto. I found him. Where is he? He's around here somewhere. Where is this? There's the clip. Okay, I'm gonna play this and then Okay, that is not safe. So we're going to be very, very quick on the draw here. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to very temporarily delete that clip and then Control-Z it. All right. I have this clip right up here. This clip. Can you guys see this? This is Naruto. This is Naruto running at the gate. Let me play this. Play. I told you I had a clip of it. Quit it! Quit doing that! Oh, that's funny. How come in the news it says only 70 people went there when there were actually 3,000? Also, did you fly from Florida to Nevada for the Area 51 raid? Yes to both questions. I did fly from Florida to Nevada for the Area 51 raid with 3 friends, and I paid for all of our plane tickets. I spent $3,500 to make this video, and I'm really happy with it. How come in the news it says only 70 people went if there were actually 3,000? Dude, there were more than 70 cars down there. There were like 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 cars down there. There were more than 70 cops. Okay? There were so many people down there. There were so many people down there. Yeah, everybody saw my face that time, didn't you? Oh yeah, I'm doing good, aren't I? I'm gonna delete this VOD after we're done. No, actually, guys, there's 3 people in the video, so I don't know what you saw. That might have been one of my friends that was with us. That might have been Caleb or Deja. So, can't be sure whether or not that's a face reveal or not. Oh. Oh yeah, I found where Satoshi Nakamoto is being held also. Jeb, that money would have been better spent on Bitcoin. Yeah, but $3,500 worth of Bitcoin isn't going to create a memory that'll last a lifetime. But raiding Area 51 and getting on national television, that will last a lifetime. And I have that memory with those 3 friends of mine for the rest of my life. So that's how I want to spend my money, and I'm very happy that I did. And honestly, guys, this video that I'm making, this video might go viral. This video has viral potential with how good it is. Sam just subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Only 2 leaks, Jeb. Not bad. It's not bad considering I'm going to be doing a face reveal as soon as this video is done editing. So, there you go. Oh. Well, guys, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap it up here before I reveal, I don't know, something more serious like my bank account or where I live or something crazy. So, guys, Bitcoin is perfectly fine. Nothing to be worried about. Even if Bitcoin falls way down, if Bitcoin falls, it's not the end of the world, guys. I want you to realize something. There's money to be made when Bitcoin goes up. There's money to be made when Bitcoin goes down. And no matter which direction Bitcoin is going, whether that be up, down, or sideways, even if it's going backwards, there are lessons to be learned in this market. There are things that you can learn. And if you're not learning and you're only making money, then you're capped at whatever money you're making right now. But if you're learning, that's how you increase the amount of money you can make. It's very important that you do that. That's why we made CT2A. If you guys want to learn about cryptocurrency technical analysis, I do highly recommend this. You can talk to people in the chat. You can talk to people in the Discord server as to whether or not it's a good investment. It is. Seriously, go talk to the people that are in the course. They're going to tell you the same thing. If you want to learn about cryptocurrency technical analysis, this is a good place to do it. But in general, I would implore you guys to continue your education. No matter which way you do that, make sure you're always learning more about the markets. And also, one thing to wrap up after I'm getting back from Area 51, make sure that when you make your money, you don't sit on it. Make sure when you make your money, you use it to make your life better. Make sure you use it to make yourself memories and build relationships with your friends. And like I said, make memories that will last a lifetime. Because to be quite honest, the $3,500 I spent on this trip, I could have put that into Bitcoin. I most certainly could have put that into Bitcoin. I already have a lot of money in Bitcoin. I don't really need any more Bitcoin, to be quite honest. I love buying it, but I'll tell you something. $3,500 in Bitcoin is worth less to me than $3,500 in a memory. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep in mind what money is for. Money won't make you happy, but experiences that money will give you and the pain that having money will stop from coming will make you much more content. So guys, with that, we're going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this live stream. Hopefully you guys are feeling all right. Hopefully you guys aren't panicking. And hopefully you guys are going to make some money with what we've talked about here today and with the lessons that you've learned from this correction. I do want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.